Oregon has just received a huge commitment from four-star linebacker out of Long Beach Poly, California, Dylan Williams, a 6'2", 210 guy who is going to fit right in with this Oregon class that already has 12 four-star commits, ranked number 8 in the 2024 rankings. I'll go over their class in just a little bit, but let's talk about the impact of this Dylan Williams commitment to Oregon. He's already a highly rated four-star. He's the number 17 linebacker in the class. This is a guy who had a ton of offers, not just Division One offers, not just Power Five offers, blue bloods, top five in the in college football offers. He turned down Michigan State, UCLA, Miami, Washington, USC, who was one game away from the national championship or the playoffs last year. Alabama, one game away from the playoffs. You have Colorado, Florida State, who I expect to be in the running this year. Michigan, who made the playoffs. TCU made the playoffs. Penn State's very close. Tennessee was very close. Texas, Texas A&M, and Utah. Again, this is a guy who was very sought after, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him continue being recruited hard, maybe even still take some official visits elsewhere. But this is a huge get for Oregon. And again, he's going to fit right into this class. 12 four-stars already. They're ranked number 8. I think three or four of those guys are already in the secondary. Then you got 2 or 3 more who are defensive linemen, but I'll go over that in just a second. All right, so take a look at this Oregon class like I just mentioned. This is a really good class for Dan Lanning, and this is one that they're, 3 or 4 5-stars, maybe even 2 or 3 5-stars away from being a top 5 class in 2024. It's not like they're going to stop here. They're not going to say, oh, we got Dylan Williams, we're done. They still need some offensive weapons, but let's take a look at who they do have already. You've got Iffy, the 4-star cornerback out of Baltimore, Maryland. He's the second huge get out of St. Francis Academy in Baltimore. If you look down just a little bit, Michael Van Buren, the 4-star quarterback. That was 2 huge commitments out of that school and literally across the country for Dan Lanning. Aaron Flowers, the 4-star safety out of Texas, and Jordan Anderson, the 4-star wide receiver out of Newport Harbor in California. So just looking at those 4 right there, you've already got 4 really good skill players who are going to come in and make an immediate impact. Throw on Jaquan McRoy, Zadavian Sims. That's 2 interior guys, 2 front 7 that's going to be able to have a big impact. Fox Crater, another 4-star offensive tackle. So if you just look at who I have on the screen at the moment, you've got 4 4-star skill guys and then 3 4-star guys in the trenches. So let's scroll down just a little bit. Dylan Gresham, Kingston Lopa, 2 more skill guys, both 4-stars, both ranked really top 25 in their state, top 50 at their position, top 300 nationally. Jackson Jones at edge, Tyon Gray, another defensive lineman. That's 2 4-stars lining up in the trenches as well. AJ Pugliano, tight end out of North Medford in Oregon. So he's number 2 in the state currently. Luke Moga, 3-star quarterback. That is the first 3-star out of all those names I have read off that I just mentioned. And that's a pretty nice class, if you ask me. We continue, though. Devin Brooks, 3-star offensive lineman. Dejuan Riggs, may have butchered that name. Dewan Riggs, sorry. And then 3-star running back. Trent Ferguson, 3-star offensive tackle. 3-star tight end Jackson Ford, and 3-star wide receiver Jack Wrestler out of Mater Dei. So 18 commits, and this team is booming in 2024. If you go at just a short trip back here, look at Oregon's 2023 signing class. Ranked number 9 overall, you got DJ Uyongale's brother. You got 4-star athlete Austin Novosad, 4-star quarterback Dante Dowell, Johnny Bowens, Ashton Cozart, Cole Martin, Jaden Lamar. Respectfully, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Don't want to butcher that too hard. Tyler Turner, another 4-star. George Silva, Wilson, DeCombre, and then Gardner is your first 3-star recruit that Oregon had. So Oregon is setting themselves up to be able to go and compete in the Pac-12 for the next 4 or 5 years. And I say that because ultimately the expectations are there for them to win the Pac-12 as is. But when you look at SEC or USC exiting to the Big Ten, Oregon staying in the Pac-12, no real just notable names joining the Pac-12 at least for the time being, it's going to be you and Utah. That is going to be your topic of concern. I just don't really see too many people that are going to be able to upset you at the moment. USC, I expect USC, Oregon, and Utah to be in the Pac-12 championship this year. USC leaves next year. I expect it to be Oregon and Utah. It would be hard for someone to convince me otherwise. You got Bo Nix this year. You did miss out on a big recruit. He ended up flipping from Oregon to UCLA, went and joined Chip Kelly down there. So that was a big loss, but you replaced it with Michael Van Buren, so you're okay in that aspect. So tell me in the comments what your prediction is for this Oregon 2023 class, or 2024 class rather. Where did they finish up in the recruiting rankings come next February? I will say they for sure have a top 6 class. May seem a little ballsy, but they have no 5 stars. I think if they can go just get 2 or 3, add on a couple more 4s, and then maybe a 3 or 2, and you're looking at a top 5, for sure a top 6 class for Oregon.